podium right now here on Sixers Outsiders.
Joe, how does it feel to be the only player in the league this year to have a 40-20 game?
I didn't know that. I mean, it's whatever. You know, like I've always said, you know, every single night I want to dominate. If you know, dominating, you know, can show up in a lot of ways, whether it's offensively and defensively. Sometimes it's in the numbers. Sometimes the numbers don't show it. I guess it's good. I guess.
What have you and Doc talked about tomorrow? Whether you're going to play?
I mean, I want to, but you know, at the same time, it's also a back-to-back, and we're getting ready for the playoffs. And I just hyperextended my knee last time against Indiana, so I'm gonna see how I feel. But I want to play. You know, I feel like we still need to work on, you know, whether it's a spacing or a chemistry. So, you know, whatever we can get out of, you know, these last games, I think will be good.
Speaking of chemistry, Joe, you guys are starting Danny Green and replacing Matisse. Just what do you feel like the floor is more space now that Danny's out there, just for the offense better than before?
He's the same. Obviously, Danny's a great shooter, and then you know, pretty good defender too. I think, you know, we just gotta adjust. You know, I know they're both, you know, great players. So, you know, whoever starts, it doesn't matter. We just want to come in and, you know, really build a chemistry with everybody. That's gonna play, and everybody that's on the floor.
Doc praised the mindset of the team right from the beginning of the game. Just felt the ball was moving. Did you get a sense that, you know, you guys were really, spirit was there today?
Yeah, for sure. You know, like I said, we working on, you know, what we want to accomplish in the playoffs, and you know, that's playing together. That's trying to find the right way to play to make sure that, you know, everybody's comfortable in the offense. And tonight was the example of that. The ball just moved, found the right guys. You know, the shots, you know, were balanced. You know, everybody got a touch. In the playoff, that's how we got to play if we want to succeed.
And that's what past tomorrow, but even this week, having actual practice time in a few days, how valuable do you think that's going to be for you guys, just given the situation that you're in?
It's going to be great. You know, we got a lot to work on, and practice is going to help a lot. You know, when you talk about, you know, spacing, you know, we need everybody to be on the same page, you know, where guys should be in certain situations. You know, defensively, we got a long way to go. We need to talk about, you know, the best games and what's going to help us based on, you know, really who we play. Because, you know, probably going to play with Chicago or Toronto. You know, they play differently. So I think, you know, we're going to use those practice days to really trying to get everybody on the same page.
Tobias has really found a rhythm lately. What do you make of the way he's adjusted his game in the time since James joined you guys?
He's found his role. You know, quick decisions. He's not thinking, you know, if it's wide open, shoot it, let it fly. If it's not, move it. You know, in transition, quick attacks. You know, from time to time, we find him in the post. Just go get a bucket. I think he's happy with it. I think he's comfortable, and that's what we need. We need everybody to be, you know, comfortable in their role and, you know, be a star in their roles.
And obviously, the final product. I just asked, did you not feel like warming up today, or what things you did?
Yeah, I didn't feel like warming up. I just really, I just went out there and I was like, I just wanted to touch the ball and that was it. But early game, man, I just didn't feel like warming up.
With Matisse not being eligible the last game in Canada, just what's your perspective on that situation, and do you have any expectation that might change if you play the Raptors in the first round?
I honestly don't know. You know, hopefully he's able to play because we need him. He's a big piece. He's a big part of our team. But other than that, it is unfortunate that There's really nothing I can say.
Joe, just talk about averaging 30 points for the season. I think that the last center to do that over 30 was Moses Malone. He averaged 31 points the year he won MVP with Houston. Can you just talk about that?
I mean, well, that's a challenge for next year. So next year I got to come out and average more than them. I mean, he's great. You know, he's obviously he's a legend, and you know, he's great. And especially as a big in this era, it's hard to, you know, it's been a long time. It's been, what, 40 years? So he hasn't been done. So, you know, that's something that I think is great. You know, I hope, you know, guys, you know, coming up more, especially bigs coming up, are able to, you know, do even more. And, you know, like I said, you know, I think the biggest thing with me is that I feel comfortable with it because I feel like I didn't force anything. I felt like I just played within the flow of the offense, you know, whatever, you know, before we had James. You know, obviously I had, you know, a much larger role in the offense, whether it was playmaking or scoring. And, you know, since we had them kind of, you know, we added them to try to share the load and all that stuff, which has been great. But, you know, great stats, and I guess I'm happy about it.
Last one, guys.
Are you content with the 4th seed, or do you want the number 3 seed? And I know it's kind of out of your control. You don't know what Memphis is going to do tomorrow. But do you want that 3rd seed?
I just want to win tomorrow, whether I play or not. I hope we win. I don't really care who we play. If we get to the 3rd seed, probably Chicago. And if we stay where we are, Toronto, I feel pretty confident about both matchups, and I feel confident about really any matchups. I feel like, you know, we have enough. But like I've been saying, everybody has to be on the same page. To be able for us to win, you know, we all have to be on at the same time, offensively and defensively. So, you know, I'm happy. I honestly don't care if we finish 3rd or 4th, but I'm pretty confident about, you know, what we can accomplish in these playoffs.
That was Joel Embiid's post-game presser. Covered a lot of things from availability of other players, him averaging 30 in the season. But the most important thing that is right at the end, Crystal, for me, he doesn't care who they play in the playoffs, and I think that's the right attitude, at least to say out loud, even though deep down I think they would probably rather play Chicago.
Yeah, he said he's confident if they play Chicago or Toronto, which you love to hear from your star player. Also, Ty, something that I thought that was really important from this presser is that he mentioned that everyone is kind of finding their role